Hello. I thought I have to finally just be brave and come on and make a video. So I thought I might as well go live. That's the way I have no other way of procrastinating. I won't be able to stop and edit. So I'm just going to do it this way. I've been wanting to do this. Well, I want to do this Sunday. Um, just come give an update. I haven't been camping in a while. Good thing not yesterday with the flooding. I've been busy driving around for Uber and experiencing lots of things, lots of trips to the airport, been doing a lot of airport runs. It's amazing the number of teenagers I bring to their jobs after school, I guess, uh, and people, adults, I bring to work or pick up from work. So, and of course, a lot of airport trips. So, I've been fortunate to find some experienced Uber drivers that give good advice, because that app, as Levi Spires says, shout out to Tip You in the App, I think is his YouTube channel. Um, as he says, it gets lonely. It gets lonely out there driving, and he has really built a great community. So that's fun. And I get lots of tips about how, to actually keep some money in your pocket when you drive for Uber because they'll offer rides. I have screen grabs of rides where they're offering about $10 an active hour, very commonly $15 an active hour. But I'm now qualified as Uber Comfort, woo woo, and so I can get some better rides that way too, a little bit higher paying rides. But I really want to do Uber Black. I want to run an Uber Black business. I heard a great podcast. Well, yeah, it was kind of a podcast. It was a YouTube collaboration between Trey and Levi, and Trey was talking about his Uber Black business in Houston. So I would love to get into that. The thing is, my car's not black. And what about white? Can I do Uber white? If we have just white cars, I like my white car in Arizona because of the heat. White cars don't get as hot as black cars. And Uber Black, you have to have a black exterior and a black leather interior, which is also hot. So I don't. I want to do the premiumness of Uber Black, but I also want to offer just good rides for the women. Uber has this now, you can request a woman driver so you don't get some creepy guy trying to hit on you. So it'd be good if there were a reliable service that was quality and not as expensive as Uber because Uber is gouging their customers now and taking advantage of these poor drivers, as Levi says. These poor single moms driving a Nissan Sentra trying to get money in their bank account so they can go to the grocery store. It's kind of scary out there sometimes. So anyway, I'm going to try to put together a private business. I need to file my documents today. So that's what I'm going to do as soon as my car gets charged up. I'll go do that this afternoon. So I worked this morning and I'll go back this afternoon. Oh, another thing I wanted to say. Um, I want to make my confessions about what I did as an Uber driver. My first night was a disaster. I'll just tell you what I did, two of the things I did. My first rider, I didn't know you had to swipe to pick him up. I didn't know how to actually initiate the ride, start the ride, confirm pickup. So I gave him a ride for free. And then another guy, I missed the turn, I missed the exit. Um, and we ended up driving through the airport. I was like, he was like, yeah, what are we doing through the I was so bad that first night, but I got over it. I got better. And what else have I done in my first 2 weeks of Uber driving? One poor guy. I was going to go home, so I had put in my home, my native nav system, my home address, and it was navigating home. And then I saw his ride came in. It fit my criteria. And so hey there, Bert. Um, Paulino, I, um, so anyway, he was in my Uber driver app. It was navigating me to the airport. And in my car app, it was navigating me home. So I got off the highway at one point. I was like, what's going on? There must be an accident or something. And then he from the back seat said to me, no, I think it's that you're confusing the two nav systems. I was like, oh my gosh. He was right. So I quick ended that one. Oh, I was so embarrassed. I said, oh my gosh. You're here, you're expecting a competent Uber driver. I had to whip a Yui, get back on the highway. Then we drove in some heavy rain, but I got him there safely. So what else have I done to my poor riders? They're very generous, so my riders. They're amazingly generous with tips. People that shouldn't even be tipping me are tipping, and thank heavens, because it's giving me hope. It's giving me hope that I can climb out, and then I'm determined to offer a better service that is going to be more affordable for the riders, for the clients, and also better for the chauffeurs. So that's my goal. Let me know what you think. And then I should say hi to people. Hey there, Bert. Bert's Rico Escobar said hi. Hi. Where are you watching from? And what's your experience? Do you guys take Uber rides? Are you Uber drivers? What's your experience with it? On a wreck. On a wreck. Um, anyway, what else can I tell you about? What do you want to hear about? So I'm Uber driving. I've been Uber driving about 2 weeks in the Phoenix, Arizona area. And I drove this morning. So far, I've made $90 gross income for the day. I drove from, I think, 4 to 8 doing a bunch of airport runs. So thanks for joining me. What else can I tell you about? What else did I want to say? Oh, so I wanted to thank the people who are tipping. All right, here's another confession I have to make. I had some short little rides, kind of in the middle of the day. You know, this was 2 or 3 in the afternoon. On a recent Uber ride, the driver offered me some mints and a charger cord for my cell phone. That was nice of him. Oh, yes, that was very nice. So one of my clients said the other day, drivers, we were talking about autonomous vehicles and Waymo, because Waymo is big here in the Phoenix area. And we were talking about how some people really just want an autonomous kind of taxi ride. They don't want to talk to anybody, they just want to get from A to B, typically short ride. You know, they don't want to be bothered having to talk to somebody. And other people, you know, want or need help. Maybe they want help getting their golf clubs in the car. So I pulled up to my pickup the other day. It was at a grocery store. And it was a small, short little ride. It must have been a $3 or a $5 Uber ride, right? So she has a cart full of groceries. So I open the back, loading the groceries. She's helping. We're loading them together. They all fit in the back of my Model Y here. I take her, and then as I pulled up, she was smoking a cigarette and put it out. So she saw me pull up, she put out the cigarette. So then I'm helping her. She got in the car, of course, reeked of cigarette smoke. So I'm getting attitude, right? I'm thinking, plus I have PTSD from cigarette smoke smell. And took her, you know, her 2-minute ride, whatever, pull up. I was like, all right, what's this going to be? Is she going to expect me to bring the groceries into the kitchen for her as well? You know, I'm still having attitude. And then, so pull up, open the bike, and I'm just unloading from the back of my car right onto the ground next to my car, right, at a carport. Unloading as fast as I can. She goes, oh, thank you, I'll tip you in the app. And somebody had just said, oh, yeah, whenever they say that, it's not really true. And I said, and I had just come off of I was hot off of that morning where I thought Uber was ripping me off. And I said, oh, well, actually, that doesn't work. She goes, it doesn't? I say, yeah, no, it didn't work for me this morning already, but that's all right. You're very generous. And she said, well, I'm going to try. And I said, I said, well, I'll look for it. You told me you're going to tip me, so I'll look. And that way we'll know. Not that we'll ever be able to talk again. But she said, okay. I pulled off thinking it's not going to happen. This woman left me a $10 tip when I had such attitude with her. So I apologize. I will do better. Now I don't expect tips, by the way. When I look at the ride, I tell myself, I'm accepting this ride because I agree to this fare that Uber's offering me. This morning, a rider told me to the airport he reserved. He said he paid $53 to Uber. Uber offered me $19 in change for that ride. So, anyway, that's my stories. What stories do you have? Let me see. On a recent Uber ride. Okay, so nice to offer a charger. Yeah, I do have mints too, and chargers. I get out of the car when I stop at the airport. I get out of the car. I help them with their luggage. I open the door. Some people don't know what to do. Act that way. So anyway, those are my stories. Where are you guys watching from? Have you taken Ubers? Are you an Uber driver? What do you like? Have you ever taken a Waymo? I could talk to you about Waymo. Oh, by the way, another story I can tell you while we're here. Two of my Uber clients in the past 3 days have told me that they were in the Uber app and requested a ride, da da da, and what showed up? A Waymo car, branded Waymo, with no driver. They got in, da da da, did their business. They were fine with it. So Uber is now already integrating into their fleet, at least here in Phoenix, as we're in Scottsdale and Phoenix, already incorporating autonomous vehicles. So our days are numbered as drivers, but I believe that there'll always be a role, especially now. There should be an overlap role. The safety of autonomous driving and the humanity of a chauffeur, I think is going to be the ticket for the next, I don't know, 5, 10 years, medium term. What do you think? Where are you watching from? Ah, thank you for hearting me up. All right, oh wait, now I'm stuck here. Okay, what else do you want me to tell you about? I think I told you all the stories I was thinking of. My car's never been cleaner. I go to the car wash twice a day. I ordered a vacuum, a cordless vac, but I need to order a dash cam. I need to get my LLC filed today is what I need to do. That's the most important thing. Oro Valley. Oh, Bert. Oro Valley. Have you been camping recently, Bert? Hopefully not in these flooding waters. Oh, it's going to be time to go down to Tucson camping again soon. All right, well, I'm not going to keep you because now I'm just babbling. Let me know if you have any questions or what I should make videos about. See you later. Bye.